Hello, America. Hello, world. Hello, YouTube. Hello, Red Brick people. I put this out there early, hoping that somebody would show up. I thought I had a little plan, but that kind of goes to the wind if nobody's here in the stream. So, uh, I guess I'm just gonna have to end this stream because got all these red brick people, but nobody wants to show up for the red brick guy who puts a lot of effort into it. I don't know. But maybe just get pushed in the back of the thing. Oh, let me shut that down. My bad, I had it. I had it on my TV. Was showing up. Huh. Well, who's that there? Is that you, Michael? Huh? If so, here's the link, brother. Come on board. I'm gonna send a link. Here's a link if it's you. Whoever it is, man, there's the link. Come check it out. Come be part of the stream. Right there. It's right in the description box. Oh, you're gone. All right. Let's see. Banners, comments. I should have hit the private chat. Huh. Well, it's only this one person just swung by, and that's it. So, I don't know what the deal is there. Anyway, I wanted to discuss something, and I wanted some red brick people to look at this video with me from this truther and discuss it, and I'll give you my own insight of my own homework I did in regard to showing that we are on a crater, and NASA, which means to deceive, have been doing a very good job at deceiving, and that's why they named their little venture Perseverance, because they hope to continue persevering throughout the lie that they got caught up in, and we know they're a fraud, and they know we know they're a fraud, and they perpetuate it, so they bring us this masquerade, charade game. There is the absolute truth. It's not medical misinformation, it's truth. Truth. Showing people that a group of people that call themselves the noble class, leading class, are first class assholes, are the losers of the world, are the pedophiles, are the hoarders. They're the sick, sick, sick people. So if you start seeing that, then you start waking up. But anyway, they're twisted. They're twisted in the mind. If you believe in them, you're deceived. You know, what does the Word of God say to you who call yourselves Christians? The whole world is deceived. Are you exempt? No. If you're believing that, if you're believing in NASA or government, then you're deceived. You can't serve two masters. There ain't nothing good about government. All government officials should be rounded up, welded in cells immediately to make this world a better place. All leaders. God says he's going to send birds to pluck out the eyes of some of the kings and rulers of this earth. Man, could he come today? You know, my hope is he comes soon. So, anyway, still we have no viewers, nobody out there. Let's see what's going on here. Let's see. Well, we got no viewers, but I'm gonna bump it back on my channel here and turn the volume down. Come on, turn that damn thing down. There, no volume. So, well, I don't know. So we'll give it a couple minutes. We'll wait. We will wait. wasting my time. Well, anyway, instead of wasting my time, your time, I'm going to play this out, okay? This video. And after it's played out, maybe someone had logged on and seen something. So that's what I guess I'm going to do. Nobody showed up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play this video by this cat here. He's a good truther. I don't believe in everything he believes in, but he's got some really good points, and I'd like some people to check this dude out right here, this video. Okay, there's a bunch of his videos I want you to see because it enlightened me some stuff, and I did my own homework. This is called Earth Dragons, Virgins, and
the Alien Queen.
Gold. Check it out. We'll talk about it. Educational reasons.
Almost looks like an anchor. The Ankh. The Alien Queen was a seed bank, holder of alien DNA, dumping its DNA in our crater and using us as the incubator. Interesting for our story. Amongst the alien life forms, would there have been some humanoid species amongst them? One of the other conclusions of this video was that Yahweh needed gold and virgins. Why on earth would you need virgins? What if your alien humanoid species cannot live in this hostile environment? Maybe you could use a local monkey mother as incubator. And why a virgin? Maybe the alien child dies in an unsealed womb. So how would we recognize them? Well, if they all had a mustache, it would be simple. We can of course look at their symbology. Their Viking boat is probably a perfect copy of the Ark. I already made a video about their symbology, but I would replace the first sentence with Land of the Salamanders. And it's not just Germany, of course. The Incas believed that Cortes was the return of Quetzalcoatl. Was it the boat? Or was it something else? If Mama is lying next to our crater, could it have some offspring?
All right. All right. So that played out. We got somebody there, but they ain't saying nothing. So I guess it's nobody that wants to say that. You there? Hello. Huh. Hello out there. How you doing? Well, that kind of concludes that. But you see the logo right here of the UN. Okay, the UN logo. See how it was, and then it was changed. They changed the structure of the land, how it appears on our flat Earth realm, because we are on a crater. Okay, on one part. See, and you see here, there's an ice ring around us. How? I don't know. Perhaps um, there's like a cold zone, and then there's another sun. Maybe I don't know. I don't have the answer. But if you look at our moon and you study NASA and Disney, who are the same. Well, Disney, he started NASA. He's the deceiver. Um, some say he was Hitler. You know, you know. Well, look, Angela Merkel. Who is she? That's the daughter of Hitler. See who won the war, folks. It's all a lie what they tell us, man. And then they make rules and laws in other countries that it's illegal to talk about something that they say is history, and it's a lie. And if you study it, my grandfather was a Nazi soldier, and he'll tell you the number one Nazis in the world were Jews, and they were tricked by the Octagon, the neutral country. And that's where they all hang out and reside, in a neutral country, folks. And they all made this agreement nobody can go to Antarctica. Why? Because according to their NASA Epcot Center little stages they set up, Antarctica is going to be your Mars. Okay? Antarctica is going to be your Mars in the future if you continue these freaks to um, persevere with their perseverance machines, huh? Come on. Can you wake up to these NASA scumbag liars? So, hey, what's up? What's up? What's up, Eli? Was, was that you popping in and out? I had you popping in and out, but I kind of played that video. No, nobody showed up, so I thought it's 9:16. I was late 9:03 because my dog was outside. That's why I was late. How you, sir? How's it going in New Zealand, man? No, you just arrived, right? Well, I had three people, but nobody said nothing. They just, probably listened to my dumbass and said, "Oh man, I ain't listening to this dumbass." I'm split. Anyway, I played that video by that cat right there, and I recommend people going to see his video, man. If you didn't see it, here I'll leave a link. I'll copy the link right now. Uh, there's a link right here. I hear you, sir. I'm just smoking one right now. I'm just smoking a doobie. That's about it. I don't have my camera on right now because when I play a video, it seems like if I play my camera, it really taxes and stuff happens choppy. I notice when like Spartan Red has a couple people on and they all have they all have their cameras going, and then he has like the sparkly background that's using resources throughout his whole stream. It'll intermittent all the way through his whole stream when I have to watch it. So, and the weird thing is, but if I watch it on a newer phone, the phone will straighten it out somehow. Like it catches that buffering and it fixes it or something. Where on computers, on even TVs, older TVs, the whole stream just goes in and out. Like I'll start the stream the same time I do, like on my computer from my television, and the television will, because of the stopping and stalling, it will take like 20 minutes longer to play out the whole thing. So, oh, I don't get that here. What don't you get? What? What don't you get, Eli? You don't have no problem with your internet? Is that what you're meaning? Oh, that's great. Yeah, well, maybe it is my SP, but that's the only time he does it. When, like the other day when he had turned off his sparkling stuff, there was no intermittent little spurts and shit, you know. But anyways, so that's why I turned it off. Okay, here's the test, Eli Buchanan. I'm gonna engage the camera and tell me if I get sputtering. Yeah, reruns. Right, you're probably right on that. So I'm gonna engage the camera. There we are. How is it now? Um, well, I'm not doing nothing else here, but remove. So anyway, we remove that from the stream, so it probably goes slower. Uh, so how is it? Is it buffering? Like I'll put my. Is it buffering? Let's see. I got this red brick thing on there, and see this background. How is the sound with the background? See that picture behind me? That picture behind me, I created that picture, and half of that fucking face there is Fauci, and the other half is Bill Gates. And that's my chemtrail coronavirus clown right there. Two headed beast. Both of them are good for nothing, man. So I turned them the clown they are. Put their two heads together, and there they are. Dressed them up, the clowns they are. All right, sounds fine. Great, thank you, sir. So now I don't know what to do with myself because I already played that video. Uh, it's pretty interesting. I don't know if you ever seen that kid Godzilla about Mast or however you say his thing. Yeah, computer savvy. I'm computer savvy. I can do some shit. One time when I was in like 2006, I had 8 computers in my room, all networked to do shit. I did a lot of shit. I was Skype support. I worked in the spy and surveillance industry, selling spy equipment and stuff like that. Cameras, hidden bugs, tracking devices. I even sold tracking devices you could feed somebody and you could track them after they ate your shit, man. I swear. The weirdest shit, man. I also sold frequency jammers, and I didn't even know it was illegal. I had been selling frequency jammers for a long time, getting them right out of China. And a lot of gangsters would buy these frequency jammers from me, so they could set up shop. So when someone comes in their area, nobody can use their cell phones because they're all jammed and shit, from these frequency jammers. So when I found out they're illegal, I stopped selling them because I don't want to go to jail for fucking selling frequency jammers. Well, you can barely make your computer work. What kind of computer do you have, Eli? See, you make videos, man. I thought you got to be savvy enough to make a video. You learn real easy then. What kind of computer you have? Old one? Yeah, you got an old computer or a new computer? Well, anyway, MacBook Air. Wow, MacBook Air, man. I'm jealous, dude. My Mac died. I miss my Mac so much. I could do so much stuff with. You have a very nice machine, MacBook Air. You could do all kind of cool shit, man. Making videos and shit and augmenting pictures, translucent backgrounds, and all kinds of cool shit you can do with that MacBook Air. You know what you need to do? You need to go get that MacBook Air going and go download OBS. It's called Open Broadcast System. It's free and there's a lot of stuff on it. But if you get it and you got time sometime, just hit me up. I'll walk you through it, man. You'll be off running making badass videos. Well, yeah, Mac, that's something I would say about, you know what? I'm early on, I fixed and networked all kinds of shit all over this Michigan, even out of state sometimes. And I swear to you, I got a MacBook in 2006 or 8 or whatever year it was. No, I think it was a 2011 MacBook. A 2011 MacBook, and that sucker ran. I tell you, I kid you not, Eli. I didn't turn it off since 2011 and just kept it running. Always. I never turned it off. I would just close the lid. And that son of a bitch is still running right now, but I have to get a new hard drive for it and new OS put on it after that. So I'll get that machine running again. And that sucker ran that good. And I went through about a whole bunch of Microsoft bullshit machines since I had that MacBook. And I'll tell you what, I'm for Apple. Apple is far superior, even in the quality of the parts they use and everything. That's the truth. Bill Gates is a cheap fucking weird bitch. Yeah, anytime, bro. You can hit me up anytime, man. But you know what? You're smart. You could probably, there's all kinds of little, but ain't nothing like hands on, like I suggest like this, like you ain't got you ain't doing something someday, you could start like, they got this net meeting or what do they call it? Meet, with your Gmail and stuff like that. Meet. And you have a meet and you can show you everything that you have to do, to create your first video using, OBS and connecting it to whatever social media account you have, YouTube, whatever, oh, many others. I was with different, but I got out of them all because like Twitter, who wants to be on Twitter? 89% of world leaders on Twitters. And what's funny about that, in the word of God, it says that God will use birds to pluck out the eyes of kings and rulers of this world. And they're on a platform called Twitcher with a bird. Ain't that funny? And I plucked their eyes out with truth and they took my account away. So fuck them twits. See what I mean? They want to have their little platform. You know what? Let them have it. We should have people running databases and getting all these people in a list. You know what I mean? So when the shit hits the fan, we got our roundup crews finding these monsters. See? With their hocus pocus shit. I want to tell people all kind of shit and take over and screw up farming industry and screw up everything, man. Screw up the skies every day. Tell you Mother Nature did it. Throw bombs inside of old buildings and call them the volcanic eruptions. They are some order out of chaos losers. You know what I mean, dude? That's the truth. Yeah, that's the truth. We know that. Yeah, like, look, me and you is the only one on here right now, right? So I'll just show you example right now. I'm going to go like this. I'm going to close this out. This is this Crater Earth Dragons and Virgins in Gold. If you didn't see the old thing, check it out and watch a bunch of his videos. He's got some good shit on there. I mean, some real good shit. And see, I'll give you an example. Look, I'll open up OBS. I'll show you what it looks like. Real cool software, and it's for free. Seeing like, I use GIMP as an editor. That's another free open resource, like this TV right here. I just went and found a picture of a TV online and downloaded it, and then I took it and I cut out the center part and put, translucent screen on there so you can see that. So you wanted to add a video to that source or whatever, right? Like that image there, I created that image using GIMP editor, and that's sort of like my, on my lap on my screen right here. You know what I mean? So, but you can't see it. I got to share my screen. My big dumbass. Like, what are you talking about, dude? Well, I shared a screen with you first. I should do the entire. I'll just share this screen with you right now. Okay. Like, see, that's OBS, Open Broadcast System. You download this for free, and you just heard me say some stuff. I thought the stuff was showing already, but it didn't. So I'm not gonna repeat myself. You heard it. So this is just ways you do it. Like, this would be scene one. You don't want nothing showing there right now. You can just go like that with the eye. Nothing's in that scene. And this is my audio capture for this. So, and then you go to the next scene, and there's your TV, and you add an image or your video behind it or whatever. There's so many little cool things you can do. And like here, I'll show you settings. Settings on the OBS is pretty simple too. Here's your general, stream, output, audio, video, hotkeys, and advanced. There'd be your stream, and there's your stream key, and keep that private. You don't want to share that with nobody. It can fucking hack you and fuck you up and shit, or hack your shit. And you just where you put your inputs for your, the audio and video and so forth. But like right off the bat, if you go to general, you see here the English language and so forth. You can have this software just find the best settings for you. Okay. Right off the bat. Okay. So, and it works really like great. I'll show you like right here. Send to desktop, not there. There, general. English start automatically check for updates starting, blah, 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 blah. So anyway, it's real simple to use. We just close this, go in and change those settings. So you wanted to add an image, you just go there, add an image. You could add slideshows. You can augment stuff if you want text, for example, like image 2. We don't have no text up here. Do we have anything on last? No. But if you wanted to add text, you go like text, say okay, text, just hello, go hello world, hello world, hello Eli. Oh, what the hell now? I can't even spell Eli. Hello world. Hello Eli. So we got that there. So we go like, oh. So we got that there. Hello world. Hello Eli. Right? I don't like that. Huh? I don't like the font. I don't like that font. We gotta check what other font we got here. We just go bold. Okay, what color? Let's see what color we're gonna go. We'll select red and yellow. We'll go red. Yeah, that looks better. Yellow. We'll go yellow here. Oh yeah, burnt like a burnt world. Hello world. Hello Eli. Then we wanted to do more. We go here on the text. Now you right click on it. Now you go filters. Now you're gonna do more stuff. See? Now you go here and you go, okay, we're add effect. It's effect filters. So you could, like alpha, loop, chroma key, color correction, color pad, image mask. You could put image master, render delay, and a scroll. So we're gonna say scroll. We just call it scroll because that's what it's doing. It's scrolling, right? So you could go either horizontal or vertical. So we say we're just gonna go like that. Hello world. Hello Eli. We don't want it to go. Close that. So then we got, oh, we don't like that space there, so we got to fix that. So we didn't like how that goes. So we'll go. Let's see how that looks. Okay, but we don't like that in front of the TV, so we put everything. See, we go here, highlight it, and drop it down in our scene. Now it's behind this image we have. But that looks like I got two eyes here, but it ain't. It's a L. Eli. Huh? So anyway, then you could tell people, turn the motherfucking TVs off. Bam. Anyway, that's it. See? Something like that, Oh, you probably got, only take a second, You sound like a real sharp person, man. And I seen your videos, and you got a nice computer, shit, man. So put that computer to work. Bam. Exactly. I wish I had your computer, bro. I do. I got an old fucking beat up Gateway sitting on my lap. It's heavy, Bill Gates' fucking crap. Microsoft was in it. I fucking deleted the shit and I put an open source operating system on it. You don't need no, virus protection or nothing like that. And with their crap, you need all kind of stupid shit. And Microsoft is a jerk. You can't keep a virus off a computer, and people want to trust his dumbass. That's funnier than shit, ain't it? Funny, my TV blew up last week. Donald T. Clune Jr. Hey, well, I guess fucking someone's on your side for letting your TV blow up, huh? Well, hello, how are you there, Donald T. Clune Jr.? My mom called me Bob because she thought I was stupid. So I could spell my name either way, Bob, B-O-B, either way I spell it, still Bob, So where you out of there, Donald T. Clune Jr.? That's who I'm talking to, Donald T. Clune Jr. And Eli. Where you out of, Donald T. Clune? Bam, there's Eli Buchanan. He's out of New Zealand. He's a good soul out of New Zealand. So I guess whoever was there is gone now. There's only one that says watching. So I said, welcome, Donald. Oh, look, I spelled it like a retard. Hey, I'm going to show everybody because I'm smoking a joint while I'm doing this. There's my skills there, Eli. Look where he's from. Hey, man. Nice. I already like Donald, man. He traveling first class, bro. He got a ticket in advance. Nice. So, anyways, welcome, Donald. Welcome. Welcome from Eli too. Bam. Look where he's from. That's too funny. Mine sounds almost as the president. Too funny. That's funny shit, man. So what else could we do here? Yeah, here's another one. Let's see, we only been streaming for a little while, right? Here's what I could do. I'll show you another cat. I'm gonna go there and get that one that I had up. I'll be right back. Excuse me. I'm just gonna go here and I try to get one video of this cat. I wanted everybody to see because I believe when you look at the moon, and I did my own overlay, that what you're looking at is your damn self. That's why you're always seeing the same side, right, bro? That only makes sense. So, but we're taught a bunch of bullshit growing up, and we're taught goobly gop science. We're taught all kinds of crap. Just like the symbols, the UN symbols, why they changed where the landmass sits, huh? Why did they do that? Because they knew that we caught on to their dumbasses, and that's why they're doing all this crazy shit to us because they're getting ready to run. Because there's a group of people who can discover them too, of the shit they've been pulling out on us, and it's probably not going to end up very well. Crater Earth and the Galactic Scam. Crater Earth. Yeah, I think that's the one I want everybody to see. But there's one with Walt Disney in it, and it's really good, man. It's really, really, really good. Oh, here, the Walt Disney Flat Earth map. That's the one I wanted everybody to see. Or Antarctica, the final Flat Earth map. Man, he's got a couple of them really good. The moon is a reflection of gigantic Earth. There, that's the one I wanted you to see right here. Here, I'm going to have, if you don't mind, we're going to,
in this video,
I'm going to pause that right now. And what I'm going to do is a share. I'm going to share this. I'm going to share this screen here of this cat. I'm going to play his video. It's about 20 minutes long if anyone is interested in it. It's really good. It's called The Moon is a Reflection of a Gigantic Earth. Final Proof, YouTube. And I agree with this guy 100%. And I did my own stuff, and I'll show you the videos that I produced and of my own overlays and so forth. But you see what you're seeing right there. If you look, the UN logo has changed. This is what they would show us now. But in the past, we had Earth right here and so forth, and Earth down here. And, anyways, and overlays fit exactly where, what NASA was doing. And not just NASA, but Walt Disney and the government You know what I mean? So that's the absolute truth. You know who Walt Disney is NASA. That's who Walt Disney is. It's NASA. So we're gonna play this. Okay, ready? Here we go. We're gonna play this out for
I
you,
will
folks.
prove that the moon is a reflection of Earth. And secondly, we live on a gigantic ball. I came to this conclusion by assuming Earth is enclosed in a big mirror plasma ball. Give it a thought. Let's create a plasma ball. Put Mr. X into it. Mr. X is looking at himself. Let's spin Mr. X. This is what he is seeing. Put a light source on Mr. X. Now let's speed up the moon. Put it next to Mr. X. But I have a problem now. I had to speed up the moon. Here are the moon phases for 1 month. And here for a year. Conclusion. The light needs 30 days to turn around the moon. And it takes only 24 hours to turn around Mr. X. If the moon is the reflection of Mr. X, how come the difference? Let's ask Mr. Einstein. It's all about the time dilation theory. Give me a minute to explain it to you. You have a light clock with 2 mirrors in the opposite direction and the light beam bouncing between the mirrors. So, you take 2 light clocks. One light clock is standing on the Earth. The second one you put on a spaceship. When the spaceship starts flying, the light beam will have to cross the distance the spaceship is flying. Therefore, it will take longer for the light beam to go from one mirror to the other. The faster the spaceship goes, the longer it will take, and therefore time will slow down in comparison with the clock on the ground. Here you see a computer image. The red ball is going faster, but time is slowing down. Here we see Mr. X turning, and we see his mirror image turning faster because it is on the outside of the circle and Mr. X is on the inside. On the left, we see Mr. X experiencing real time. On the right side, we see the mirror image slowing down due to time dilation. Mr. X sees himself in slow motion. Left, the Earth, right, the Moon. If the reflection of Earth is 30 times slower than Earth itself, that means if Earth is 5 billion years old, we are looking at the image of Earth being 170 million years old. Has life already started? So, if you take a telescope and you look at the moon, you probably won't see any humans running around. Now I will prove to you that we are living on a greater ball. What if Mr. X would wonder, hey, I'm always seeing the front of my face. How would the back of my head look like? Is it possible to see it? I would say yes, but we have to play a trick here. I will put a fly on the back of Mr. X's head. What would the fly be seeing? it would be seeing the same light movements, but from the back. So let's take the little ball theory. Let's take the United States. Let's presume that the USA is the front side of Mr. X. Then we take on the opposite side of Earth, we have Europe, and we would make that the fly side. So, what would the United States see as their reflection? They would see this. And what would Europe see as their reflection? They would see this. They would be seeing different moons. But everybody is seeing the same moon. Therefore, we must be all on the same side. But now, we face an even bigger problem. Because if the moon is our reflection, and we are all at the same side, we are all at the same moment in darkness or in daytime. To understand this, we have to put the sun into the equation. What is the sun? Well, for this I'll make a hypothesis. You don't have to agree, but it really makes no difference for the rest of the theory. So, you have the plasma ball being heated up by an outside source. The ball is heating up and forming a blister, a ball with heated plasma, boiling and turning around and shooting solar flares. So, Mr. X is sitting in the plasma ball, spinning around, and he will see the sun. The first time he will look straight into the sun. This will result in this image. Mr. X cannot see his mirror image because he is looking straight into the sun. But Mr. X will see the sun a second time. The moment when he is with his back at the sun, he will see the reflection of the sun in the plasma belt. So Mr. X will see this image. So, if I make an animation of this, this is the result. Now, if Mr. X thinks he is looking at the moon, he thinks, look, the sun is turning around the moon, or the moon is turning around the sun. Or if Mr. X realizes he is looking at his mirror image, he thinks, look, the sun is turning around me. Wrong again. Now I will analyze this image. I did a little experiment with real footage. So I have a spotlight. I have Mr. X cut out, and I have a mirror. When you are filming from the standpoint of Mr. X, your reflection is in total blackness due to the backlight. But when you are looking on the front, the face actually is receiving light. When I'm using a bowl, you can see it better. Here the reflection of the light, the reflection of the bowl itself. So you see the bowl is receiving light from the reflection from the mirror. So what I'm trying to say here is the reflection of Mr. X is in darkness, but Mr. X himself is not in darkness. So when you see the reflection of Earth becoming black, that is because of the backlight. This does not mean there is no light shining on Earth, aka the moon. So, Mr. X is receiving light 2 times. Once from the front, when he looks into the light, and the second time when the light is reflecting in the plasma ball. This results in this model. Watch the little crater moving around. So why did I put a crater in the ball? I was observing the moon's surface and I thought, meteorite impacts? No way. Now, that's more like it. But then you need air. Another reason to reject the idea that the moon is a rock in space. So let's take one air bubble and compare that with the moon craters. So let's take that air bubble again. Replace it with the flat Earth map. Put some water into it. You see that the North Pole is the eye of the vortex. Put that on a bigger ball. And then you see low tide and high tide. So now we end up with this. We have a bigger Earth, a small crater, and two suns. But we still have a problem. If you watch carefully, you see that one part of the crater is in constant darkness. So let's go back to the moon. Here you see the images of the moon, but the moon is stabilized. Here you see the unstabilized movie. You can see that the Earth is wobbling. It's going up and down, up and down. So let's go back to Mr. X. Mr. X is spinning around, but he is also going up and down. The sun is below him, above him, below him, above him. Now you see the sun is above the crater.
So above, so below.
The side of the
Don't you
crater
know?
is dark. Now the sun is below the crater, and the low side of the crater is in darkness. Here you see the total image. Let's presume a drone is hovering above the crater. It would be seeing this. Now look at the upper side of the crater. Darkness, light. And the downside, light, dark. So one part of our biosphere is receiving daylight from the reflected sun, and the other parts of the biosphere is receiving daylight from the real sun. So, what would be winter and summer? I think the moon is making three movements: spinning, wobbling, and I think the third movement is slightly moving from its position. To be absolutely sure, you have to study the moon for 34 years to have 1 year in real time. Here I move Earth closer to the sun on one side and now on the other side. Winter on one side, summer on the other, and vice versa. Here is the end animation. Instead of wobbling the Earth, I had a higher light and a lower light that would give the same effect. Now we have the final question. Where exactly on the moon is the Earth situated? To examine this, I have taken one movement of the moon and I have lit up the dark side, so I can check out the movement. Now I can draw two lines wherein the Earth is moving. the bottom and the top. Watch the black spot on the right. Now I can put a red line between the blue lines, so that is the axis on which the craters are moving from dark to light. Only on this axis you have craters with the day and night of 12 hours. So on the left you see the white spot. That is crater Copernicus. On the right side you see a black spot. That is called Mare Crisium. So let's take Google Maps and zoom in. On the left you see crater Copernicus, and on the right Mare Crisium. So you have to draw an axis between those two. Then we will zoom in and look for planets. Oops, what is that? Exactly, on the place. I was looking for some craters. That could be planet Earth. You see this. What is it? At first I was thinking, well, it's a cover-up. But now, when I looked at it for the second time, I see that they are actually changing the shadows. You see, shadow on the right, shadow on the left, shadow on the right. Look at the smaller ones there. Are we living in a big hole or a small hole? I'm not sure. Time will tell. That's it. Now you can reject the idea of the plasma ball, or you can accept it. If you accept it, you will wake up on a bigger Earth. If you reject it, you can keep on dreaming of space, the final frontier. These are the voyages of the New World Order Enterprise. Its continuing mission to invent new worlds, to destroy our lives and our civilization, to sell more lies than anyone has done before.
That is that. Yeah, feed the kids, man. What the fuck's wrong with this man? Hang all them freaks who want to fucking bring us tyranny, right? Amen, man. So what do you guys think of that, man? Huh? What's your thoughts about that? Man, I got cap locked on or something. Yeah, I must have something. Anybody? Got any thoughts about what we just watched? Oh, you have to watch it about 10 times for real? I love you, dude. I love honest people. I love you, dude. Oh, P love you, dude. I can't even spell. Oh, what are my thoughts about that? You know what? I did some extensive research personally after I watched this one video this guy has, not this particular one, but this other video. And I got my own overlays of Antarctica and I placed it exactly on the moon. And I've discovered some more stuff about like what I played earlier, that I was just doing this thing about it, about, you know, what people don't want to admit or don't want to look at is that this whole world was melted and it's all man-made. All our coastlines are man-made and it underwent some cataclysmic event, but they've hidden this from us, these people, and the Freemasons taken over all the Masonic, or they redesignate all these buildings that were here, because in the Word of God, it says, "I will leave you homes you didn't build." Where, Eli? Where, world? All over the place, and somebody's claiming it. This is ours, and we take over this area, and this is ours, and these are our buildings. And everywhere I go, and just in my America or any other research I do in France or England and or anywhere, you'll see it's a bullshit narrative. Who was the architect? Always Freemasons. See there? And they didn't build shit. One guy, he's allegedly architect, and he would have to be building shit like every other day. They didn't put their narrative to fit with the timeline to where we could analyze this shit in the future. And I think they regret showing us the internet, because this isn't new. Everything that we see, yeah, exactly, founded, exactly, founded, right. So true. See, so yeah. So anyway, like I was saying, that's this guy, he's got a sharp mind, but he has some, everybody, I don't knock anybody for whatever anybody believes in this earth, because God tells me, and I believe it, that the whole world's deceived. And he means me too. I'm not exempt. We all are deceived, but I think what we what we are educated from, when you are educated within, and that you're making headway in finding truth, when you come to realize most everything in your life's been a lie. When you do find the truth and it's evident, it is the most glorious feeling that you will ever have. Better than drugs, better than anything. And that's why when I come out, like Jerry DeCamp and the little controversy division with the red brick community, and that just kills me. Why? It exemplifies what our society is already doing. Those controllers already doing it, and we have that same thing within a little organization that hasn't even flourished yet. And we have this bickering amongst us, and it's what, man, we can't see nothing clear, man, and we're all one. If we all knew that, we look, your your torso, your body is called a torso. Why? Because it's a toroidal field. Your heart is a toroidal field and has an energy force, and it's connected with mine. Here's, believe it or not, I don't care if you don't have to believe it. I know it's the truth. I believe somehow in my mind's eye that I one time had the ability to just say Eli in my head, and Eli would say, "What, Bob?" And we wouldn't need internet or nothing, because we're all one. Once we become that all one again, and I believe they had shit where they could do that. They wore outfits and shit and weird headgear and all this other weird shit. We ain't there yet, but I believe it and see it in my mind's eye. How can I see it in my mind's eye? Because I remember when I was young, cats saying different things, like Nikola Tesla says, "Oh, I see one day man will be carrying a device. Well, he'll be talking to someone and see him at the same time in his pocket." And we live in that time. So there's more to come. There's much, much more. Because I'll tell you what, one time I was a kid and I was hitchhiking. I got caught up in the desert off of Highway 10. I went way off into the woods and shit, because I'm a camper, a Boy Scout and shit. I had a little bit of shit. I'm going to go investigate and shit. Some people said I shouldn't go out there because there's coyotes and this and that. And whatever. If a coyote eats me, good riddance, man. You know what I meant? You know what I mean? So I just went out there. Well, I seen all kinds of weird shit. And then I ran in this place where they had fucking these planes, dude. All kinds of fucking planes, man. Some planes, I don't even know if I ever had them anywhere. And they were putting this shit on them. Okay, like wrapping them in some things. You know what I mean? A lot of them were already wrapped. And I don't know, like Visqueen, but it wasn't like Visqueen. I don't know what they were wrapped in. But they were wrapped real good for like storage, right? and just some of the weirdest looking things they had there, right? And then this lady drove up in a Jeep, military or DNR or whatever the hell she was, and she said I couldn't be there. It's government land. And she took me. I got on in her vehicle, and she took me out. She dropped me off at this the off ramp, but she stopped at the store and got me some shit, hydrated me and shit like that, and blah blah this and that. But just weird shit, when you run into shit like that in your life, you see, buildings, and you said it back then when you're a kid, man, that looks like a building, you're right there by this, what they call mountains. And today with clear eyes and real eyes and red brick eagle eyes, we say, yeah, it was a melted building is what I was looking at the time. In many places, right here in Mellon, Michigan, there's a bunch of pockets of survival of the past, and we still ride the narrative lie, with these freaks who give us history, like libraries and words are spells, and we could talk for a year, month, and a week, you know what I mean? It's like not one capital of the United States was built. It was only fixed up. That's a lie. They were all inherited buildings of the past. We had these maps of fucking Tartaria, but we're not taught nothing about that shit. Who are these motherfucking Tartaria motherfuckers? Huh? Well, some of them must have been some big motherfuckers, because most of the shit they built had big ass doors, and there was big ass buildings, and they built fucking big ass everything, big ass fucking trains. They built big ass fucking everything. Big tram systems, and man, it was just laid out. They had buildings with walkways all the way across, stretching for 3,000 miles and shit. Come on, folks. Or maybe all the way across, because they had some back in the day here in our America. They said they had pneumatic tube that would go all the way from London to New York, a pneumatic tube. So was that here too as well? Well, go try to do a Google Earth around New York, where you used to be able, 2006, you could hold right down into the water and see what's going on. And there's all kinds of, looks like tracks of some kind of submersible tank or something, submarine, digging down there for shit, because there's buildings down there, dude. Yeah, down the bottom of the floor is what used to be ground level. And that tells you how big man mounted up. They say mounted up. They mounted up from this earth. And we read in the Bible, and they got prideful. Like, look, we don't need you, God. Look what we can do. We are the creators now. We are like God. And God said no, right? He knocked them down. He got so mad with man. He regretted making man. Well, you regret something, and you're not perfect, right? You can't be perfect if you regret it. So if I'm made in God's image, that only makes sense why I'm not perfect. Okay? There's two of me. There's two of you. There's good and evil, hot and cold. You know what I mean? You have positive charge, and you have negative charge. Okay? You are a toroidal field. It's what you feed that toroidal field, what kind of energy you're around. If you're in a city around a bunch of people that are thugging it and being rowdy, you're probably going to vibrate that same message. See? But if I'm around cats who want peace and, have a different vibration, then we all will vibrate that vibration. But so that's why they all have that chaos. Do you ever notice when people are watching TV, you're watching something, you get all intense, and just like you lived it with that person? There it is. Those controllers know that, and you're that energy field. But people say that's sci-fi. It's not. You are energy. Okay. So, why do they drink blood? God says there's life in the blood, and they scare these children, and adrenaline gets in the blood, and it gives these people a high, and a upper, and they think they're more alive or something. They're just freaked out in the head. They're vampires, you know. But but that don't exist, right? So we live in a weird, strange world with a bunch of weird, strange people, and they're about there with New World Order. Oh, Georgie boy told us. Hey, you know what? Here's something funny, people, fellas. How about this? Remember a while back when this little girl supposedly comes out and says, "Oh yeah, she's 11 years old. She's the first historian to figure out that all the presidents are related." Ain't that some horse shit? Out of all the historians, you don't think all those people who were the president didn't know that they'd been all related? Yeah, they all knew because that's why all their wives look like men, huh? Go tell that little 11-year-old to study that. We already knew that, been talking that for a long time, and that's why they produced this 11-year-old out of the blue to say, "Hey, did you know?" Well, the presidents didn't know that. Thanks for telling us, you little 11-year-old. Yeah, if you didn't know that you were related, then why the hell you leading anybody, you dumb retarded animal crackers? See, and people buy this shit, man. You know, we have this. Actually, the people who propagate bullshit, they're really stupid. If you really use your mind's eye to see, they are really stupid people and getting stupider. And it might be because they're watching TV now. I don't know, or they're getting sloppier, or because you can see right through everything they say. Maybe that's it. You know, like the average person, they have some concept that cops are good and so forth. Well, I know some good cops. People, you don't understand. If you're serving that, you're under the realm of understanding and believing that that kind of system works, and it's a tyrannical system, does nothing but cause death and murder. Domicide. Government has caused more deaths than anything in the whole world. So they're more deadly than a virus, government. They are the virus. They are the parasitical, octagon, pentagon freaks of the world, the two headed monster. The octagon tells the pentagon when to strike. See? And they all wore the same symbols of the octagon. They all wore parts of the pyramid. Symbol, sign everywhere, sign. Go look at your military uniform in New Zealand, and go look in England, go look in America, go look in Germany, go look in Vietnam, wherever, man. It's their sign. They're on both ends of the war. They're the ones that cause the conflict. Then they give you narrative. It was about Emancipation Proclamation, about the Civil War. No, it wasn't. It was about taking over territories of shit that was already here. Beautiful buildings, energy buildings, uh, using dams for energy and hydro electric energy with dynamos and all kinds of glorious shit they were doing here with gases and all kinds of stuff. And they give you bullshit narratives about Chief Joseph. Chief Joseph was residing in a beautiful home in Oregon that was an energy building. Red brick one, a pocket of survival, folks. And there were scientists and so forth in the community, and they killed them all off. There it is, folks. Straight out of Chief Joseph's mouth. I read it about the man and the real history. And not even many real, what we call today Native Americans, don't even know half the truths uh, that they believe they lived in teepees and all this shit. No, that was the FEMA camps then. They killed all the adults. That's what the kids remember. So they tell you a narrative. Oh, yeah, we lived in teepees and so forth. They lived in glorious buildings. There's a absolute truth, but nobody wants to hear or see that. Yeah. But anyway, man, how you hip? What's up? Hey, guys, hypnosis. What up? Hey, guys. What up, dude? I just rapping, japping away, man, here. We just watching some shit. We watched a video and we was talking about it, sir. How you doing there tonight, Mr. Mike? How you be? How you be, Mike? Hey, come on board, bro. Play us a song. Play us a song before the night's out, bro. On the radio. There you go, dude. Get on board right there. Right there's the link. I'll get this stream out the way so don't screw up anything. There. I'll delete that right out of there. Stop that screen. There. That's better. Oh, you too tired? Oh, just ended it with get the piano out and do one song and we'll end it for the night. Who's number 4? I don't know who number 4 is. I don't know. We got 4. That's probably most of the stream ever had is 4 people. Swear to God. I don't get nobody there, but yeah, you're too tired. That's cool there. That's cool there, Mike. We're gonna end it here in a minute anyway, because I'm getting kind of tired too. I've been kicking it for an hour and 16 minutes. I watched 2 videos on this thing with the beginning with nobody except myself, and then Eli showed up. Oh, you ain't gotta watch it, bro. I want you to make a show. You got a lot of knowledge to share, people, man. Maybe you could wake some people up. Maybe we all get together and we'll have a OBS download party, and we'll all download OBS, learn how to use it, upload your first video. All right, Eli Buchanan. Yeah, it was a pleasure having you on board again, as always, man. It's cool when Eli shows up. He gets around too. I see Eli. I'm at Spartan Show. There's Eli. I go here. There's Eli. I've seen Eli many places on the internet. So, all right. All right, Mike. You have a good night, brother. You go to bed. Get some rest. Hope your plants are doing well. It's starting to get cold, man. I know my neighbor had his boxed in, man. He's starting to cut his. His is big, man. His are 10, 12 foot tall, 6 to 10 foot wide. So he's going to get maybe about out of his probably 30, 40 pounds of pot. So he's going to have a nice yield. So, all right, fellas. Good night, man. We're going to end this tonight. So, good night, all. Red bricks to y'all. Good night to you all. Can't spell. I got fat fingers tonight. Night to y'all. Red bricks, man. And to Jerry, stop being a baby, man. We love you, motherfucker, man. Get over the bullshit, man. Fucking man. We're all assholes. You ain't exempt. So chill. Everybody, let's get along. Peace. We can still interact and share shit. Anyway, good night to y'all. Red bricks, man. And whoever the 4th person was, hello, good evening.